I'm here at the Circle K in Salisbury, North Carolina, off Interstate 85, getting ready to do a news Coulomb site review of this brand new electric vehicle charging station. Let's get into it. Okay, I brought my drone with me, but after I cracked it out and got some initial shots, it started to rain, and I don't want to risk a stray raindrop getting into the wrong location, so I'm going to walk around the iPhone instead. Let's go ahead and do a walk around to the station, and as you can see, I've already pulled my Lyric in. For some reason, the bollards on this side were free, so I was able to pull way back, which was kind of nice because my charge port's in the front. It's on the other side. I'm basically just parked for photogenic reasons. The charge port on that side, but it was nice to be able to pull because in the configuration of the handles and a charge port in the passenger front, you have good access. And I'm not sure why there's no bollards on that side. It might have been a mistake, or it might be for some kind of handicap accessibility access. So as you can see, that stall starts here, but I was able to pull way back. And once again, we've got the Terra ABB 184s as are very characteristic in all the Circle K locations, and the little postcard screen. I kind of like these because they're not prone to burn-in, and they just do the job. You know, I don't need all kinds of snazzy information. Typically what I do is just initiate the charge, look to see how much it is, and then after that, go about my business. And just going through here, I do not see anything that indicates what the cost is, but they do say you have to go to the app in order to start a charging session. So let's go to the app and take a look at what it looks like.
In this case, it was 43 cents per kilowatt hour. The app is pretty intuitive. It's no nonsense, easy to get a charge started.
Okay, so 43 cents is not a bad price. Circle K tends to be very moderately priced, and let's go ahead and swing around to the electronics. As you can see back here, there are two transformers. As I mentioned, this is a brand new facility, so this assumingly is the transformer for the facility, and this would be for the charging station. And what I am seeing is 500 kVA, so a little bit undersized for two ABB Terra 184s. Well, let me think about this for a second. No, actually that would be about right, wouldn't it? So immediately adjacent to the convenience store, short walk, no canopy, but great signage, lighting. I think this station's going to score pretty well. Let's go ahead and get into the news Coulomb site review of this station.
Here's the vital statistics. It's the Circle K in Salisbury, North Carolina, immediately off Interstate 85. The plug-share location will be linked down below in the description. It has 4 stalls fed from 2 ABB Terra 184s and only CCS1 handles. There's also no plug-in charge. The news Coulomb site review model is a 50-point scoring method in 5 categories: access, amenities, concentration, location, and speed. Each category has 10 points. The location is very close to the exit of the interstate on what's known as Julian Road, and Salisbury, North Carolina has been suffering some urban blight, but one of the bright spots for them is a lot of shopping right at this exit. It's one of the things that is notable for Salisbury. You have this really nice shopping area right near Interstate 85 and not really near anything else. It's kind of like an oasis in between Greensboro, North Carolina and Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's get into the scoring. First, in the access category, I could not find any signage that was indicating a stall was ADA compliant or accessible, and there was no signage against icing either. In fact, while I was there filming, a gas car, I think it was a Honda, just pulled up and they got out and they went into the store right in front of one of the chargers. And I looked at them. At first, I was a little put off. I'm like, why are you parking in front of a charger? But then I looked around. I realized there was no sign saying don't park here. So I could definitely understand if an ICE car wanted to park there because they're lined up right in front of the store. And when the other spaces are full, it seems to make sense to park there. And there are also no pull-through stalls. However, the cable management on the ABB Terra 184s is a retractable pulley system, and it does work pretty good, giving the cables a good deal of length. Also, the station is positioned very close to the convenience store facility, and also there's 2 points of ingress and egress for the property, and is immediately adjacent to one of those, so very well positioned. There is a main thoroughfare and highway, as I mentioned, and it does have point of sale options, so a very nice payment terminal. So it doesn't have plug and charge, but it does have a really good credit card terminal. It does have app and so it doesn't have plug and charge, but it does have app. So I struggled if I should give it that point, but I decided to because it does have a really nice credit card terminal. And in my opinion, it does have sufficient stalls for the site and popularity of the location. While I was there, no one else came to charge. Now let's talk amenities. There is no canopy, but it does have overhead lighting, and the attached convenience store really is where this station shines. Lots of times an electric vehicle charging station will just be in a parking lot with shared amenities of someone else. But then in this case, the site host is actually operating this charging station, and they positioned it immediately next to the entrance to the convenience store. It does have trash cans and squeegees, but not at the charging station. There's just trash cans at the charging station. The squeegees, you have to walk over to the gas pumps in order to borrow them. As far as dining goes, there's multiple different options. There's restaurants right across the street, and when I say restaurants, there's a honey baked ham, and then there's also one Mexican restaurant. But if you want to walk a little bit further down, there's a steak restaurant in this mall. As I mentioned, the Julian Road exit at Salisbury is well known for having shopping in an oasis type of environment, just because there's really nothing else around here. As far as snack and drink options go, the convenience store has lots of different options. One of the things I like about Circle K is their breakfast meal deal. You get a coffee, a hash brown, and a breakfast sandwich for $4, which is a price that just can't be beat. However, one time, not the time that I visited now, but a different time, I walked in and I bought myself one of those breakfast meals, and then I asked the cashier if there's anywhere to sit, and she shrugged her shoulders and said no. there's nowhere to sit either inside or outside. For some reason, Circle K decided not to put anywhere to sit on their property, so they are similar to Buc-ee's. This is the same thing at Buc-ee's. It kind of frustrates me. You have to go eat in your car or leave the property, so they encourage a high turnover of clientele, I guess is what they're trying to do. And as far as novelty, as I said, there's really nothing else around here. Now let's talk concentration. Because it only has 4 stalls, it loses 4 points of the 6 available for the 12 stall total. But as I said, no one else came to charge while I was there, so I have to call it sufficient for the venue, the route, and the region. Not really heavily used. It could be also that the store is brand new, and lots of times with electric vehicle charging stations, it takes a little while for the EV community to see these stations and them to get populated in the various navigation applications in order to have EV customers routed to the station. So that might be what's going on here. Again, it is a brand new facility. And there's also no other Circle K within a 20-mile radius that has charging, at least that I could think of. So it did not get the point for that. As far as location, it is immediately adjacent to Interstate 85, as I mentioned. In fact, you could walk there. When I was leaving, it's literally only about a minute or two, depending on how long you have to wait at the intersection light in order to get back on the interstate. So definitely gets all the points for being as close as humanly possible to the interstate. But it's not on a historic route, and nor is it 50 miles away from the closest fast charger, so it doesn't get the charging desert mark. And it is not in an incorporated area with other fast chargers. Duke Energy recently added a charging station in downtown Salisbury, which is a pretty nice station. So Salisbury, as you know, that oasis in the desert, is a opportunistic location in order to add EV charging, and Circle K is not alone in that effort. But it does get the per capita green check mark. Now let's talk speed. The ABB Terra 184s will get the 150 kilowatt peak power, but not the 350 kilowatt peak power. The transformer is 500 kVA, so it doesn't get the 1, 2, or 4 megawatt check marks. So all in all, I think this is, although this station is not scoring very well, my personal opinion is this is a really nice station. As you're going up and down 85, you get 150 kilowatts, rock solid guaranteed at a convenience store immediately off the interstate with clean restrooms and snack options. If you want to go get a meal, you can get a meal in adjacent facilities. It's at a shopping center with multiple different shopping opportunities. Also, if you're just wanting to walk around some stores or actually do some actual shopping, those are all within close proximity as well. So although it's not scoring very well, my personal opinion is this is a really nice station. It does get total points of 32 out of 50.
So there you have it, a brand new electric vehicle charging station here in Salisbury, North Carolina, north of Charlotte on Interstate 85. The exit's just right over there at a very good location at a brand new convenience store operated by Circle K. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching.